Alright, go ahead.
Let me see that it's on.
Yeah,
Turn it
go
out.
ahead.
Turn it on. Yeah. Chance you could do that from this side. This is not my first one-man protest. This is about my third, my fourth. We're gonna do a referendum. We're gonna do a referendum by honks of horns. We're gonna know how people feel about this government by the number of honks that we get.
And smile more on that side, smile more. Make it look real.
Where your horn? Your horn not working? Hey. You could break it down to the reality of our country. When you've divided a nation by race, there are people who are being abused by the government. You can't say they're being abused by the government because they think that they would be betraying their race. That is the conundrum of Trinidad and Tobago. Everybody knows Trinidad is being mismanaged. Every creed and race knows that the country is being destroyed. But you have people who support the PNM.
Trinidad and Tobago.
You have people who support the PNM because of race considerations, just like you have people who support the UNC because of race considerations, and they cannot now stand up against issues because the whole mind shackle is that if they stand up against the issues and stand up for country, they stand up against the race and they stand up against family. This is what needs to be undone. We need to unite the 99% of people in Trinidad and Tobago and get all of them to understand, regardless of creed or race or color or religion, that all of us taking the same struggle in this country, all of us taking the same jam in the bank, all of us taking the same high cost of living. The vast majority of that 99% will never be able to own a home. We, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the 99% of us who are not benefiting from sandals and scandals and Petrotrin and the slow boat from China, we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we need to stand up and have our voices heard. And this is the start of that now. We have to demand an election. We cannot continue like this. Trinidad and Tobago will end up worse than Venezuela. You should have put honk if you're hungry bigger. I think people seen that late.
Another big ass sign.
There's a big sign. Brother!
Oh man, sleep.
Come get out, come on in. As you can see the point I just made. She didn't know what was the point as to why she would need to stop and do that. She doesn't know. But she had to do it. because she thinks she's defending something. That's the truth. You wishing you had a horn to blow?
No, I would not.
You wouldn't have blow?
Why should I? Because Alexander. Alright, guys. Good.
All is well, my friend.
All is well, all
Where
is
you
well.
working?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because you know we have to survive despite the government. We still have to work, you know.
Agreed.
Mr. Alexander.
Agreed, and I absolutely agree with you.
Kamala, it could be you, it could be Rowley.
No, well, it's
I
time-
still had to get up and work in
We've
it.
had everybody.
You
At
know
the end
that?
of the day, we had to put food on the table, we had to mind the family.
Exactly.
But we need a better country. Things don't have to be this hard in Trinidad and Tobago, and that's the only point I'm trying to make. If either the PNM or the UNC were doing the job properly, I wouldn't be here doing this
Well, you
morning.
should have two. You should have one for your position, and you should have one for the Prime Minister.
And I promise
Your
you,
song is biased.
you see, but I'm not. And I want you to understand this, that the reason a party exists is because we do not support the opposition. And we've said, let there be a better alternative to what is taking place in that parliament. We support neither. We want to fire all 41. It starts with the Prime Minister. Enjoy your day, my friend. People on Facebook?
Yeah.
Where they doing?
200 so far.
TPDE 1040 TTPS drive past 3 times so far. So I know the video people. People passing, waving. I'm bringing plugs in. I'm not going to heat up. When people see all of the people of Trinidad, all of the people of Trinidad and Tobago know that this country is being mismanaged. Everybody knows that it is too difficult to get financing from the bank, to get interest on your money in the bank, to be able to afford food. Nobody could afford a house. That is why we have the madness of the HDC. Making slaves of the people. This rumor about Petrotrin being sold is madness. That is the entire income of the country. If they sell Petrotrin and NGC, Trinidadians working for the 1%, it is no longer an independent democracy. That is madness. We have to stand up against that. Keith Rowley has to account to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. What exactly is his interest in sandals? I have never seen a prime minister work as hard as our prime minister is working for a private enterprise. Sandals is not the solution to Tobago's problems because Sandals is being kicked out of countries the world over. Why is Keith Rowley working so hard to give Tobago to Sandals? What went on with this Tobago boat? You fire a perfectly functional and capable boat, the super fast Glacier, and bring a slow boat from China to tell people that if they don't like it, don't go on the boat. That's not Keith Rowley boat. That is not a PNM boat. That is supposed to be the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the sea bridge between the two islands. That is insanity. And to have him go and sit down in a room of THA appointees and PNM sycophants to talk that foolishness for people, and the media share that without even a consideration as to ask, how is it possible for you to replace a ferry that had no problems, with only problems for 2 years, and nobody asking questions? We have to ask questions. And Trinidadians and Tobagonians, this is for you. Because even if you're benefiting now, the madness that you're benefiting from now, your benefits will run out. Long after they sell Trinidad and Tobago, long after this country is broken beyond repair, all those URP, CPEP, OJT, all of that done. Look how easily they're shutting these things down. All of that done. And all of these people will end up on the breadline. Look at Venezuela. Look at Venezuela. Forget what separates us. Look at what unites us. We live as one people under one pressure. It is time to fix that. cause no accident by this morning. Could be nice and decent. And today this starts here. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the parliament. We need to make enough noise for the people of this country to wake up. Trinidadians have to realize that they have a responsibility to their country. We all can escape. It's 2.3 million people leave Venezuela so far, you know. Twice the population of Trinidad and Tobago has left Venezuela and gone Colombia and Spain and Brazil and Puerto Rico to live as maids and prostitutes. Mr. Sabla, Officer Sabla, how are you this morning?
I cool. Well, as angry as you.
But it's insane. That whole interview about if you don't like this logo, don't go on it. It's an insult to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I think I was just molested on camera. Morning, ladies.
Hi.
People passing didn't get to read the signs, so they're making the block. That's how we end up with all this traffic here, because they want to see what the signs say. How are you, my brother? All is well?
You should have the live keep account of how much time the
Well,
horns
I'm
honk
sure the people
versus the
counting
vehicles.
since we reach here. But I think if the word honk was bigger, we'd have to put on earplugs.
Yeah.
I don't understand the silence of the opposition. I don't understand what is going on with all of the officers of state that is supposed to be securing and safeguarding this nation. The chairman of a political party, Franklin Can, who is the self-appointed Minister of Energy, is telling the nation that Petrotrin could boycott Trinidad and Tobago. But Petrotrin alone cannot boycott Trinidad and Tobago. And if the government was doing its job, past and present, Petrotrin would be functional and cash rich. They need to explain where our money gone. $3 trillion passed through those companies and we have nothing to show for it. Look at the condition of Trinidad and Tobago. I'm standing on a corner by the Prime Minister's office where all the decisions are made in the country and grass growing on the road. Look, grass, watch. Show them on the live video. Grass growing on the road. It's my first one-man protest that they can take a hold of his tail on this corner. It is an embarrassment for them. How could the Prime Minister's office have grass growing in the road outside the Prime Minister's office? That alone should tell you these people not here to do a job. They're here to fix their friends, family and finances. And it is time we fired Keith Rowley and his entire band and all 41. Trinidad deserves a better country. And the media knows this protest happening here. PNM owned, 1% owned media knows that this is a protest happening today. Got a heads up. We're getting a very sexy protest going on here.
Orange, not pink.
What's that?
Orange, not pink.
Sorry, today was a pink day.
There's a pink day.
Yeah. That counts as an
and get police vehicles to go there. People who pass and didn't get the
We
bloody
need
horn.
a
coming
double-sided
back,
sign too, yeah.
we should have got that. You might feel how hard this is to hold in the breeze. Eh?
Yeah?
I feel like a sailboat.
Now work out, work out.
Wait, you're alive now?
They're
Yeah.
live right through. He live since we started. Now we forwarded calls to 10 points and this and that.
Go on, then.
Typhoon. No, but tomorrow we have that emergency PEP meeting. So I'm saying that Wednesday, let's take it to the Parliament. And let's let everybody know, Wednesday, 12 noon, meet us outside the Parliament. And we will continue this protest. I think we need to get another one. Call Satish down, tell him call his people, and get another one. Get more. A country this rich, this wealthy, have people walking around looking like shell-shocked and wounded. Trinidadians are not happy. That's why we drink so much and smoke so much weed and snort so much cocaine. Trinidadians not happy. If we were happy, we'd be showing it. Life is too hard in Trinidad and Tobago. Life is too hard in Trinidad and Tobago. People not having an easy go at life. Children in school for 10 years, coming out at the end of the day with a certificate, functionally illiterate. The average person, when they retire, the pension they get can't pay any of the bills they have. How does a country that spent $3 trillion not be able to take care of its people? How is that possible? A country this small? You've had 3 years. You've spent $25 billion on national security. 1,500 people murdered. You still don't have an answer. I think we reach a line in the sand. I think the Galleons passage should have people upset. I think the rumors of Petrotrin should have people upset. I think what's going on with Sandals should have people upset. Trinidadians need to be upset now. Trinidadians need to be outraged as to what's going on with their money, their country. We are making some overnight millionaires and billionaires with Trinidad and Tobago money, and the people not being taken care of. And now, not satisfied to just thief the money after it passed to Petrotrin, they want to thief Petrotrin too. It is time, and don't wait on no OWTU, you know. Don't wait on no Ansel Roger, you know. Oh, Petrotrin belongs to us. That refinery was our refinery long before there was an OWTU. We need to stand up as people in this country, one people under one flag, and demand better in that parliament. They are not supposed to be raiding, plundering, and pillaging this country's assets. They're supposed to be serving the people. Tell anybody watching the live, if they're close by, come out, bring me a bottle of water. I forgot to. Good guy. Trinidad knows, they're aware, there's a progressive empowerment party. There is somebody to stand up for the country now. They're aware that politics in Trinidad and Tobago is no longer about race. Slowly but surely, everybody finding out that we, the 99% of the people that have been abused by oligarchs and their political puppet parties, have real representation now. And it is time for the people of Trinidad and Tobago to stand together. Stand with yourself. Stand for one another. Christoph, you took pictures of this massive, you know?
Yeah. That's why I walk with the wide angle. But I mean, from you only called it last night.
Absolutely. I know, I just taken it. We're living in fear. We're living punch drunk. We're walking through our country like zombies. Every day is some new revelation to frighten people, isolate them, and make them feel broken, terrified, and alone. This is not a real country anymore. This is a nation being plundered from within. Our government is taking advantage of the people. We need to fix that. The only way to fix that is for all 99% of us.
She ain't driving, so she wind down the glass and fall.
If she had a horn, she'd have blown it.
Yeah.
I need to remake the sign with a bigger honk.
Yeah, the honk needs to be bigger.
By the time they read that, they agree with that.
Everybody waving.
Everybody waving. Come out if you want. Drive past if you need to and blow your horn. Come and join us here if you want. This time, send a message. The greatest movements in the world started with a handful of people. The wealthiest company in the entire world was 2 men in a garage. Jesus Christ and a handful of fishermen changed history. It is time we, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, stand together. Come out, send a message, tell them we want a better nation. We want you to account for our money. This is the first of a series of protests to fire the government. We want a referendum on sandals. We want a referendum on Petrotrin. Blow your horn, brother. Blow your horn hard. While some people working 3 jobs a day to keep food on the table, others getting to run down Sinclair Avenue at lunchtime. This country set up so freaking badly. So badly. As one of the PNM financiers just drive by, she give me a wink eye. It's time. What is it time? Home. That's the kind of bacchanal that's going on. Tell people. Wait till they have it on YouTube and share it. It was time to talk to Maya and see if we could start doing. Just one. Our saddest tragedy, where our people are concerned, is that they know they deserve better, but they're afraid to lose whatever little bit they have.
Yep.
A man with a latrine who wants a toilet, afraid he lose the latrine. That's where we are. Country has been mismanaged. The people have been abused for so long. They don't even know that they deserve better. They don't even know that better is a real possibility. So they will sit down and hold their corner. Every movement for change starts with people wanting better. This is not about me. This is not about you. This is about us. This is about 1.4 million sufferers in Trinidad and Tobago. When I told people on Friday night, when I told the people of Westmoreland that they have more in common with the people of Beetham and Laventille than they do with Sinclair and Goodwood Park, they didn't understand. They didn't understand. But most people who have a house don't own the house. The bank owns the house. Let the economy hiccup now. In Brazil, in Venezuela, in the United States 2008 during the housing bubble, people woke up with a house that they owned the day before. But because the economy collapsed, the value of the house remained the same, but the debt they owed the bank went up 1,000,000%. Trinidad risks that. The people who are sitting down waiting that have 15 and 20 years to pay on their mortgage, hoping to leave that for their children when they're dead and gone, even that could lose. Even that could lose. Trinidadians need to wake up to reality. A cup of coffee in Venezuela went up 83,000%. Work that out. Work that out. This is not about one man or one group. This is about all of us, all of the people in this country. Don't be distracted by the people who eat it well. Don't be distracted by the people who being paid to speak on behalf of the people who eat it well. There will always be Uncle Toms. Jesus Christ had a Judas. There will always be people willing to sell out their brothers and sisters for pieces of silver. But you have to wake up and see reality. Look around. Talk to those little Venezuelan people that you see working all those menial jobs in Trinidad. Ask them what their qualifications are. You'll be shocked. You're being served in a restaurant by doctors, lawyers, and engineers. Trinidad and Tobago needs to wake up to our reality, to our truth. Watch them. Blissful ignorance. Because you have a salary for now. You don't know that the boat you're on sinking. Good day, my friend. Trusting all is well. On Wednesday at lunchtime, this protest will continue outside Parliament. In front of Parliament, we will stand there on Wednesday at noon. And on Wednesday, we will announce where we're having the next protest. It is time that the people of Trinidad and Tobago have their voices heard. Stop sitting down in fear and isolation. United, we are a force to be reckoned with. 1.4 million of us. 99% who should have had a better country since 1962. How is it possible that we got independence and every year following that we made more money and the country got worse? How is that possible? How is that possible? With this, how are you, Mr. Victoria Brown? Blow your horn, eh? I want to remake this sign with a bigger horn. You could not see me.
I just spoke to Saturday and said make it
For Wednesday. Everybody. Every hunk is out.
Oh, you're really hungry.
I would have told it around for you.
I want to see what it's about.
But you better ask me, I'd have told it around for you. It is time to fire the government. Life is too hard in this country. Do you agree?
Who put him there?
All of we.
Not me.
Alright, but this government, last government, same madness. We need change. We need real change. People suffering too long.
See, they reacted.
You ought to care. We ought to care.
Now that's how. Putting this on the TV tonight.
If the media chooses to come,
Wow, the
call
media.
Janice. Tell Janice call the media. Let them know this protest going on. Call the CIA.
Oh, if they see me, they're going to say, I protested.
Come and protest. Put on your badge. It's your country too. Nah, there are no cameras here for the TV. Camera, TV don't show us. TV does only show the 1% owned political parties. This is the people's political party. So they won't show us. Samdon News Network not showing us. Good morning, man. It's good morning, good afternoon, sir.
So we a brand new pod.
Call all the peppers in vicinity of this protest. Come and take your lunch hour with us. Bring me a bottle of water. One person, not 50. I'm gonna bring my earplugs. Those trucks are too much. What earplugs showing? I have to put on earplugs because the horns from the trucks too loud. Stop. You're not stepping on it. Don't hold back, don't hold back, blow that horn. This is how it starts. This is what real representation is about. This is how democracy works. A voice of the people. This is us standing outside the Prime Minister's office. This office, its purpose is to serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago, not to create a space for stunt artists and games players. The person who sits in this office, the well-being of every citizen of this country is his job. That is the sum total of his job description. And if the Prime Minister of this country cannot serve the people, he must be fired. That's how democracy works. Good day, man. Take care of business, feed your children, feed the elders, make sure everybody's safe and come out. Come out. Get accustomed standing up for your country. government that shut down the port authority so it could fire a boat named the Superfast Galatia and replace it with a slow boat from China to justify building a port in Toco to the benefit of PNM members, financiers, family and friends who have bought up land in Toco. Go and see the amount of land changing hands. Go and see the land grab taking place in Toco, preparing to build a Toco port. Go and see the land grab where the highway is supposed to pass to expand the highway to Toco. Go and see what PNM financiers and friends and family are doing in the name of profiteering. That is what passing for government. As I take it out the truck first. I've done this before.
Oh, you do have Mariah to come back with the results.
I'm blow a horn and my ears ring for 2 days. Stereotypical. When you're driving and you catch a vehicle, fend that. It's funny though, all the taxis so far supporting us, the police vehicles supporting us. It's funny though. What do you think you know, eh? Standing up on the side of the road on Sinclair Avenue, begging for a horn. How you going, darling? All you know, you're on Sinclair Avenue begging for a horn, eh? What are we here for? Yeah. Give me a horn, give me a horn. Our people are so broken. Daniel? Our people are so broken. So afraid. So numb from 56 years of mismanagement as government. No stereotype at all. The people who blow in the horns is every creed and race. That's how it's done. It is time to unite all the people, the 99%. I feel so. I will do this protest every lunchtime. A honk is a honk and a horn is a horn. Chinbegonians,
Honk is a horn.
we can't continue to live in fear. We can't, look, a 1% just drive by. We can't continue to live in fear. We can't continue to allow these parasites to suck this blessed nation dry. It is one time, if ever there was a time, that this is supposed to be the center of the universe. It is now. Trinidad and Tobago. We have to come out here every day at lunchtime. And we have to come out in our numbers. Those air horns. And let me tell you, see, I don't want to tell you where I'm going for lunch because all you'll go and buy out all the lunch. But they have a place that Now we have a good following. Give me a horn, boy, give me a horn. Give me a horn, boy, give me a horn. Give me a horn. And Sinclair Avenue begging for horn. Come. Horn me! Horn me!
It's Shanabi. I am in Shanabi.
Horn me! Give me my horn. I'm standing up on St. Clair Avenue demanding my horn. You know how life on here? I think there's fall on here. You know you want to give me that horn, you know that?
She gave me a wave.
She give me a wave. Thank you, uncle. Horn me. Tomorrow the PP has an emergency meeting. If they were at that meeting, in fact, I'm going to talk to the team and try and see if we can put up that meeting till 1 o'clock. I'm going to ask. I can't say no. But if they approve, I'll be back here tomorrow at 12. Trinidad needs to realize this can't continue. We need a referendum on this government. The Constitution creates a remedy. It's called an election. The voice of the people. It is time to fire this government, dissolve the parliament, and send it back to the people for a referendum. Nobody gave Keith Rowley a mandate to sell Tobago. That is not what we vote for. Nobody gave Keith Rowley a mandate to sell Petrotrin to the 1%. That is not what we vote for. Nobody gave Keith Rowley a mandate to shut down the Superfast Glacier so your friends getting kickback from boat suppliers in China and Australia could send me a slow boat from China. Nobody gave you a mandate for that. It is time. 1.4 million of us, 99% of this country, stood together in defense of this country. On men! Very hot. When I punch the siren, watch him there. Horn we, Wassa, horn we. Even Wassa fed up. Even Wassa fed up. Come, give me my horn. Give me my horn. Horn me. Right. It's not enough to wave and smile. Horn me. Joke and fun aside, people. Our reality. Uncle, you knew that'd be me. I'm a father doctor. Watch what that doctor is doing. He's one of the most well-known doctors in Trinidad and Tobago. He lives a life of poverty and he gives his medical service to Living Water community for free. That is Dr. Richard Clark. And it is people like that we need more of in this country. I feel half the video, Daniel filmed the fence.
I will give him a break.
But I was pointing that out. That's the kind of country we used to have. Where everything wasn't about avarice and greed. Where everything wasn't about fill my pocket first. A better country makes everybody happy. We wouldn't need wrought iron and security guard and burglar alarm. If everybody in this country had a chance at a normal life. We don't want everybody in Goodwood Park Hill, but Christ, people suffering. People suffering, nothing changed. Mova, Peter, Lavantel, Silot suffering. Stop pretending. Come out and tell them. Don't let them fool you. Stop being fooled by your race. Bagatelle suffering, River Estate suffering, Patna suffering. And St. James and Westmoreland suffering too. Like plenty horn. There's a lot of horn. Get ready, people. Organize your shoes, make your sign. It could be a homemade sign. It don't be fancy like mine. This 1% sign I work with. Nah, I need a sign that's durable because I know how to do it over and over and over. But make your sign, get yourself ready. Give me my horn, give me my horn, give me my horn.
Even the record.
Even the record. It's all on we, Trinidad. It's all on we. It's all on we.
That's so sweet. Rose brought you water.
That is so sweet.
That was the record.
Yeah.
One minute, man. Don't work it. That's my Venezuelan partner driving private taxi in Trinidad.
Illegal.
Right? Horn them now, horn them now. And you know what? If you're in your office and you're close by, come and take a selfie with my sign. Come and show them. Come and take a selfie with me.
Hey, let them see where we at now.
Come truck man, give me my horn. Give me my horn, give me my horn. Give me my horn, give me my horn.
Corporation.
The people on the ground know that what has passed for government in this country for 56 years has never been for them. The people on the ground in this country know that separation is all we've gotten. Election after election. Give me my horn. Tell him, give me my horn. $56 years, $3 trillion. Look at this country. Look at our people. 56 years, $3 trillion. This is insane. No, your horn, brother. And say the next one ought to be a billboard. By Wednesday, everybody have their own sign.
Fire them.
Fire all. The purpose of the protest is to fire the government and the opposition. Give us a referendum. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are being left behind, left to suffer. Falling apart. And now we get the rumors that the wallet of the country is being sold. Petrotron sale. Sandals in Tobago. When Sandals is given that deal in Tobago, no other small hotel can survive. You have two choices in Tobago. Work for Sandals or leave.
You have any idea if we have another protest?
Tomorrow, every single day. Every single day I'm late. Every single day I'm late.
Yeah, take a
Blow that horn now, man. Blow that horn now, man.
Does that count? We got a baby too.
troll alert.
You know that horn?
Which one?
1 hour. 12 to 1. This is the first.
Fire the piano.
Yeah, now we'll tell them come down here and talk to me.
This is a response.
Don't hide behind a profile.
In one
Defend Rowley here.
7 days, we're to face the reality of Sandals, the slow boat from China, and Petrotrin. Trinidadians need to wake up to what's going on, because we can wake up in a country months from now where it is no longer a democracy, it'll be democracy in name only, but we're working for the 1%. That is what's going on, and you have no choice. Here we are. All of them give it right through.
I think they prefer the term oligarchs, right? The 1%. I'll play it out for them. Like oligarchs.
It may be played down, but it is our reality. This is a country, when we tell people, Trinidad and Tobago has spent $3 trillion. When you look at what that means, 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 35 years. 3 trillion seconds is 93,000 years. If Trinidad had spent $1 a second since we were born, 1962, we spent money for the next 93,000 years. That's insane. That's where we are. And we're not talking about it. We're not talking about the fact that there's nothing in place. There's no system, no office of state to say, hey, let us take a look at that deal that we just made with Venezuela. We don't have the details. We're being told by the office holder here that we don't have to get those details. But that is madness. You cannot bind the people of Trinidad and Tobago in a deal with Venezuela if we don't know the details. It's our country, it's not yours. You're elected as a public servant. Serve. That's the problem we have. It's time, we want a referendum. It's time for the government to seek a fresh mandate. Nobody voted for Sandals. Nobody voted to sell Petrotron. Nobody voted to destroy the sea bridge. It's time for a referendum. We have a real political alternative now, and we think that it is time Trinidad and Tobago went to an election properly informed. That is the purpose of these protests.
So Ashmead, you want to share why you're here?
Huh?
You want to share why you're here as you was telling me?
Why are here?
Yeah.
I don't talk good on camera, host.
Yeah, we show the office and then you tell them no man why you're here.
Tell them, well, what does go on, right? The people understand the problems. It's like the details of the deals that are going on here. We're not privy to it, and that is the problem. What you're seeing on paper, on board publishing the papers, okay, that is, you can't really argue that day. We need to find out what's going to really happen with these deals, where the real money going to go in, the major players and things. So where the assets actually, the shares actually going to go towards.
So the problem is we don't have the media that really
don't
working
have
and putting
enough.
out the correct
Well,
information.
if they can't dig it up for themselves, the state and all to hiding certain things that may be pertinent.
Right.
But it's like with the question come about you. If you hiding for your own self-interest, or you hiding it, or, why are you keeping it so covered for? Let the country know these we assets and things.
Right.
You know.
Fair
And
enough.
my thing is just like when you take those state assets, right, and you privatize it. If you privatize it, we do not know. That is money, that is revenue away from the country, which is away from the people. It's not that, that is the resources of the country,
Correct,
as you said.
correct.
Right? That
What
you-
belongs to us.
What belongs to something, but you're having other people in control, and the other people going to get the profits generated or the revenue generated from that. That is money away from the people, money that could have go in the hospitals, money that could go to paying your roads and things, money that could have go in the education system, money that could go into food production, money that could go to developing the youth of the nation and things to become entrepreneurs, because you notice Trinidad have a lot of skills, a lot of talents, and people is
And no resources.
but the resources now, and like when you see the 1% and them local, foreign and things, so keep getting in control of these things, the money going away from that, but into their pockets to do what? Just bank it. When we suffering here,
To spend elsewhere.
to
Out of
spend
Trinidad.
elsewhere, out of Trinidad.
Burn down Trinidad and bail out everything
That's
else
the thing
somewhere
about
else.
it, when it's like that is just you just want to make sure that so when you streamline it, you don't streamline it away from the people, you streamline it
Towards
back
the
to
people. Correct.
That is the basic thing. That is what we want to be assured of and actually see evidence to that is not contrary to.
And you don't believe they're getting that from either the UNC or the PNM?
Ever since it's more than 10 years now, I'm not voting PNM and I'm not voting UNC. When I didn't have any option and thing, I actually like defaced my ballot just so that I don't have confidence in either of them.
Right.
That is more than 10 years now.
Right.
More than 10 years now. You will, because you don't have an option to say, well, none of the above.
Exactly.
So I deface the ballot so they can't go and take my ballot.
To make your point now. Alright, Philip, we're gonna wrap it. Nice.
I was kind of feeling now.
We're gonna wrap it up now because it's 1 o'clock and we're doing this as an hour protest every day for the balance of the week. So tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I will be back here, and everybody who would like to join us, make your own sign, organize your shoes, organize your time, meet us at the corner of St. Clair Avenue and the Prime Minister's office. You don't even have
Can't
a
miss the
sign.
building. You can't miss the building.
But they don't even have a sign.
Yeah, they don't want nobody know.
Walk with your Trinidad and Tobago flag, walk with your sign, wear your orange whip. At the end of the day, this is a protest by we the people of Trinidad and Tobago, 1.4 million of us, the 99%, that we are saying that enough is enough. It is time now for better representation. We want a referendum. Fire the government.